Hi there everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Welcome to my channel. If you've been drawn to this reading, hopefully there is something here that I'll be able to tap into when it comes to your situation. I'll be pulling from 3 of my decks here, the Scenarios deck, Infernos and ICICLES Romance Oracle, and I'll clarify everything with my Luna Tarot. So let's go ahead and take a look at your situation and see what the energies are. So let's get started. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys are well. So let's get into some messages here for you and take a look and see what needs to come through in this reading for you. General as always, so please keep that in mind throughout and only take the parts of it that resonate for you and let the rest go. All right, guys, here we go. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, what do we have? We're starting off with Sweet Nothings. This particular deck, it does have upright and reversed meanings just like tarot. So we have romantic partner, tender words, and affectionate. So that's a beautiful card coming through. This could indicate the person you're thinking about. They might say all the right things, okay? What else for water signs? Okay, so we've got the Valentine card, but it's in the reverse. Strictly physical, short-lived romance, silent awkward moments, stagnant conversations, waning interest in love. How interesting is that? All right, so what I was going to say before I pulled this card is that they might say all the right things, but that doesn't necessarily mean they mean it. So they could be a very smooth talker here. This could, for those of you that relate to this person could have swept you off your feet. And so it could have turned physical real quick. All right. So, but it is coming through as a short-lived romance. What else do we need to know about this connection for water signs? When you met them, you felt like it just checked all the boxes. It was like a fairy tale, you know, ideal connection, your perfect match, yin and yang, very compatible. And you guys could certainly have been compatible, but I'm also getting that this person didn't have the best of intentions. All right, let's see what else. What else for water signs here? What else? This is interesting, guys. We've got knotted, okay? Faithful, monogamous, committed partner, wedded bliss. Now, if you're no longer with this person, maybe they have gotten married. Okay, maybe they're with somebody else at this point. Maybe that's you. But I'm also feeling that this could have been what you wanted or expected, and they could not deliver. You know, they were just perhaps saying all the right things, but not really looking to plant their flag, so to speak. Okay, so let me find out a little bit more here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What else? What else? Can I speak today? What else do we need to know about this situation? Okay. Cold-hearted, loner, closed off, bitterness, unhealed, broken heart. So if their heart was cold, but, you know, again, saying all the right things, but they really couldn't live up to those words, I feel this person, they've experienced some heartbreak. So maybe somebody didn't treat them right and they didn't focus on their healing from that. And if they did not focus on that, then they're still hurting. And so they're on this trajectory towards hurting other people, perhaps without even intentionally realizing that. But this could also be something that you relate to, that you're feeling alone, you're closed off, you're bitter, that you're finding it really hard to heal your broken heart because of something that they did. Yeah, look, guys, we've got jump ship here. This lover has a tremendous fear of commitment. When things start heating up, they're out. Exactly. Exactly right. They don't want to stick around. This is not what they're wanting. They don't want to get married. Perhaps they don't even have the capability to commit 100%, but they might be saying all of these things, but they're not able to back up their words. Let's put it that way. All right, what else for water signs? Look at this. I love you. This could be how you feel, that you really love this person. They might have even told you, I love you. But is it just all words? Is there meaning behind it? You know, or is it just going through the motions of saying those words? It could also be the moment you told them that you love them, that freaked them out, and they're like, I'm out. Jump ship, you're getting too close to me. I can't let you get into my heart space. No, 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 that's not me. That's not what I'm looking for. All right, let's grab one more card here for water signs. Look at this, frigid. When you get the cold shoulder in the heat of the moment. Ooh, that's interesting. So I'm getting a couple things. When you discovered that maybe they were backing away from you, or they were just closed off all of a sudden, their behaviors changed even during intimacy, okay? You know, maybe you found that they were giving you the cold shoulder, pushing you away at that point. And so that could have been your cue, perhaps, to decide whether you wanted to stay or go. I'm also feeling, though, that somebody could have either been in a long-standing relationship, or somebody could have been married. And within that relationship, once maybe an affair or a third party started, this could have been between two people who are already in that relationship. And so the partner, obviously, that was not, or that was being cheated on, if that makes sense, was getting the cold shoulder from the partner that was cheating on them, if I'm making sense here. So let me go ahead and clarify with some tarot. You know, it's like you're thinking about somebody else that you're not with or married to, and it could have been your partner or spouse that was feeling this very cold vibe from you because you're not interested in them. You're interested in somebody else outside of the connection. All right, let's clarify. Angels and spirit guides, please, for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, 10 of Pentacles, beautiful card. Okay, wealth and affluence. 10 of Pentacles, when it comes to a love reading, can represent security. It can represent a strong bond. Even, you know, somebody that you consider to be your perfect match. But did they feel the same way? Or, as it says, did they jump ship the moment they realized that you were starting to get serious about them, that you really had a lot of love for them? So, what else? We've got the Six of Swords here, guys. So if you haven't already, you're being directed to move on, honestly. Move on, because at the end of the day, what they want is not what you want. You're not on the same page. They would prefer to maybe be single or just keep playing the field, you know, sweet nothings, being with people, saying all the right things, but not really doing the right thing. Yeah, definitely not on the same page. We've got the Five of Swords. We've got that disagreement. There's that wedge between the two of you guys. You know, maybe this person is also known for sneaking around. And then we've got the Five of Wands. We for sure have some conflicts that are popping up here between you and this individual. I'm just getting that you feel one particular way and they don't feel the same way. So you guys are at odds with each other, whether they admit that or not, you know? All right, let's see what else for water signs. Yeah, they've got way too many options here. That's just the way it's presenting itself. you'll know right off the bat anyway if this is your reading or not. So this person, I'm getting, they're entertaining those other options. They know that they've got options and they don't want to give that up at this point in time. Maybe later on down the line, but do you really want to stick around and wait for this person to figure it out? So I'm just getting here through this reading that you really are being directed to move on and let it go. Because, and I just feel like I've been seeing this so much, especially for some of my water signs readings and for my client readings, that you deserve better. You should move forward, focus on your healing first and foremost, heal that broken heart and give back to yourself. Fill your own cup in the meantime, and love will find you again. The right person will come into your life, but you cannot create that blockage that's preventing somebody new, somebody better from coming in if you're still focused on somebody who was giving you crumbs. All right, guys, so that's just the reality of the situation. I don't know who this is for, but even if I helped one person to realize this, I do hope that it helps you find the strength to take that first step and move forward. You deserve better. All right, guys, I'll leave it there. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below the description box, and of course I'll go ahead and link these decks. See you guys next time. Take care.